Hey everyone, today I am working on the Altered Index 2025 challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts, and I'm working on week 34. The prompt for week 34 is elephants, and I have this gorgeous African safari stamp set with this really nice elephant and some beautiful trees. I've got my watercolor cardstock panel, my card base, and I do have some gray cardstock that I'm going to stamp the elephant in, but I'm going to put that aside and work on the background first. So I have brought out a few different colors of ink. I'm not sure how these are going to work well together. We'll see if it's going to do what I'm envisioning. I was looking back through some of the pictures I took while I was in South Africa a couple years ago, excuse me, and looking at the sunsets, and I didn't pull out a pink. I might want a pink in between here. But anyways, I am just gonna play with some color. And what did I bring out? Squeezed lemonade. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to do squeezed lemonade or mustard seed, but I thought we'll start here and see. And I do apologize for the shaking of the camera. Where is spiced marmalade? It's here. Okay, then I was thinking, I don't know if this seedless preserves is going to be good or if I'm going to want a pink in here, but let's try. Because it is more of a, like, pinky-ish purple. Try to keep my hands from getting too inky here. This could work. Start rounding it a little bit here. Then I only have 3 of these things, so I'm going to take off the yellow and go with wilted violet next. There definitely was a lot of like purple and orange in the skies while I was there. It was really pretty. Prettier than this is showing. That's kind of just almost turning brown, isn't it? I don't know about this. You know what? Let's just do wilted violet right to the top, and then we'll cover over some of it with the Villainous Potion, I think. So let's put the orange one away. Just want a bit of that at the top. Almost want a bit of that going down the side too. And you know what? I might just put Villainous Potion at the bottom. I'm not really liking that. I'm not sure if doing a bit of a darker Seedless Preserves might help. I don't know if I like that so much, but I don't like this part. I don't like the Seedless Preserves. Let's put that one away, and I'm going to pull out a pink instead. I don't know how this is going to work in here, but I grabbed Picked Raspberry. Is that one? Wilted Violet. Let's come in there. Okay, then I do want the orange again, so put the Villainous Potion away and grab that spiced marmalade again. See if we can make this look a little better. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot. You know what, that'll probably work fine. All right, I'm going to set that aside and bring out the stamp. I've got my Misty. I've got some gray cardstock. And the elephant. So let's just stamp him there. And I will stamp him with my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. Perfect. And I think I will heat set that with some clear embossing powder. just so nothing smudges. Okay, let me just cut that smaller. And get out my little Fiskars little spring-loaded scissors. That's what I use for fussy cutting. So, just try to do this the best I can, as quick as I can. I generally like to, if I can, I like to cut them right to the black line so that there's not an outline. That's just personal preference. But some stamps I can't do that with. This one I actually can. So are you guys all enjoying playing along with the Altered Index Challenge? Those of you that are playing along with this, I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm thankful for Nonstop Paper Crafts for having this challenge, because it does help me to be creative, sometimes in ways that I wouldn't have thought. And probably like many of you, there are some weeks that I find the prompts to be easier because it's maybe something that I have supplies for. Sometimes I find certain weeks more fun than others just because, well, really just because personal preference, I guess. But I find all of them enjoyable, and I like stretching myself. And I am enjoying looking through Instagram on like the hashtag Altered Index 2025 challenge, because then I'm seeing cards that you guys are creating or projects that you're creating, and that inspires me as well. Okay, we've got him cut out. And I'm just going to grab just the pen I want. Just a black brush pen that I've got here, just to go over the edges, just in case, you know, sometimes when you're fussy cutting things out, the color, the inside color of the paper kind of shows up in some spots. Or little imperfections where you don't, excuse me, don't quite cut it perfectly. This black pen tip can really helps me. And still it's not perfect, but I don't think art is supposed to be perfect, because it represents people, and really there's no perfect person on the planet. We all have our flaws about us, and I think it's important to recognize that and embrace who you are. So that part is done. So let me just kind of have a peek at what he's going to look like. Okay, I think I am going to add some of these trees in the background. I loved seeing these trees when I went to South Africa. The first one that I saw that was like this, it just reminded me of The Lion King. So it was fun. And I think I will put some trees behind him. I also want to put a sentiment, so I have to think of that as well. Also, one thing I just thought of with this background, and let's see, if I have him there, I could have one of these trees here and another one. Okay, let's do that tree first. Oops. And I'm going to ink those up with the VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Oh, that's probably good. Let's get that little bit off of there so I don't mess anything up. And let's do the littler tree. How about there? Okay, now let's flip that over. And then for my own visualization, I gotta turn this over because. Okay, so if he's there, where do I want another tree? I want one there, and do I want? Okay, this thing is in my way. Move. Okay, so if he's gonna go about there, do I want that tree about there? Probably. Then do I need another one up there, or is just 3 good enough? See, I feel like if I put another one, that's just getting too busy. I think I will just pop him there. And then maybe just put the sentiment at the top. What do we think here? I'm going to put the trees away here and look at what sentiment I want to use. There's a be brave, or there's be strong and courageous. Big love, wild about you. I don't know. Basically, if he's there, if I do big love, I almost want to do big love on your birthday. I like the big love. It's a big animal. Let me peek at my other stamp set and see if I have one. I think I have one that says on your birthday. I do on this ocean themed one. Let me see. see what that would look like. I think I like that. Load up lots of ink on there. And let's do that again. Okay, I like the on your birthday part. I want to get a little bit more ink on the big love, preferably on that part of the eye. Oops. That's better. Okay, take that off. Move that out of the way. Okay. I think I'm just going to pop that on the card base, but I think I'm going to let it dry a tiny bit first. This guy, I think I should pop him up on foam tape. It's getting stuck to me. Yes, I definitely like him popped up on the foam tape. Much better. Just wonder if it's dry enough to adhere. Let's take that off. Oh, that is still too dry. I mean, too wet. You know what I could do? That'd be bad if I just tried to heat emboss the entire thing. Or like, I don't know if I put embossing powder over all of it, will that be really weird? You know what, I'm gonna try it. I'm being impatient. I don't know if this is gonna make a mess. Is that gonna stick on there? Okay, that was a bad idea because the purple is not wet anymore. That was a really bad idea. Now I have to try to go through with the paintbrush and get it off of a lot of it. That is not going to work, is it? I may have just wrecked this card. didn't want it off that. I want... I don't know if there's any saving this. The lesson here is don't be impatient like I have been today, because impatience may ruin your card. Well, let's see what that does. Okay, it's not as bad as I was imagining. The On Your Birthday is not quite as black and clear as I would like, but you know what? It's gonna work. So, let's take the Bearly Art glue and glue this onto the card base. Right, and let's take the backing off of the elephant. Come on. And I am going to add some glue to that just because I want to. And let's pop him right there. And here is my finished card for week 34 of the Altered Index 2025 challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts. And the prompt for week 34 is elephants. So there we go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day.